How's it going, guys? It's sometime in August here. I don't even know my days anymore, but we're cutting down on durum. And you're probably like, what durum? And you're probably also asking yourself, Mike, I thought you were just on lentils. We were just on lentils. But we keep hopping around a little bit because the lentils, we ran into some green stuff. So then we were like, well, we'll hop on some durum because we can literally combine for a week and probably dump the truck. So this is kind of what we're cutting. Now, if you look to your right, you'll see that there's actually some durum in that. Mike, what is that? That is what we call a bit of a slough. So basically, anytime we had a rain, that water would kind of run to that low spot, and obviously it produced a lot better crop. It actually kind of goes all the way over here. You see this? So there actually is a little bit of durum in that slough. But outside the slough, you can tell it's like you mowed it with a lawnmower. There's absolutely nothing there. We're gonna jump outside. It's a little windy today, so brace yourself for that. We did have about 1.5 inches of rain at the main south farm. Down here where we are, which is farther south, we probably only had about 5 or 6 tenths. It's too late. That rain that we had, that's far too late to do any good to the crop. In fact, we needed that rain like we need another hole in the head. The reason why is because it will actually green up the lentils again. Lentils are a non-determinate crop, which means if they can sense any type of moisture or any type of, they're just going to keep growing. They're just going to green back up again, throw some flowers on there and say, hey, we're back. Durum isn't. Durum has a set time when it has to come in, and it died a long time ago, to be quite honest with you. So, of course, in this country, we don't really want to turn away rain because you just never know when you're going to get it again. But obviously, no farmer is looking for rain during harvest. That's a bad time to get rain, because if you did have a crop, let's say we did have a crop out here, it will actually bleach it, especially if it's cured. And, especially if it's cured and dried, it can actually turn the color and it can bleach it. So you can have a nice amber looking color in the durum, and it can turn it white, which is just a feed. So you can go from number 1 grade down to a 2 grade, down to a 3 grade, down to a 4 grade, and if you ever get to a 5 grade, well, it's pig feed. So, and obviously good money, okay money, not as good money, very poor money, I'll pay you to take it type money. So, you know, that will really affect your bottom line. But anyways,
probably gonna have to go up to the end there.
Hold on here. Anyways, we're gonna take a little walk out here, and we probably had this field that we just rolled on. We rolled on here with 8 combines, 6 fence, 2 deers. This field is about 1,280 acres, I think, something like that. 2 sections put together. But it all touches. We probably have like 10,000 acres or something all touching down here. We basically don't even have to turn off our header. We just pick it up, turn it over, jump over a road, and then you're into the next one. Jump over a ditch, you're into the next one. It all touches. So we're going to be down here for a little while, and this is what we're cutting. Okay, you want to go take a look at it? Let's go take a look at it. Brace yourself for some wind. Oh! Right here. This is it. Yes, we got rocks. You could easily see them, the rock pick them now. This is our crop. There's nothing in these heads because they burnt out. In fact, most of them didn't even get to produce a head. Look at these. These were all plants that were seeded. Didn't even get to produce a head. All plants that were seeded didn't even get to produce a head. I'm gonna say that a 3rd time. All plants that were seeded didn't even get to produce. You know what? That's the 4th time. All plants that were seeded didn't even get to produce a head. Yeah. 0. Well, Mike, what the poop are you doing out here, man? That's a very good question. We're trying to get our seed back. Okay? Takes a lot of sloughs, and let's just say the sloughs aren't running all that great. Takes a lot of sloughs because all this is running 0. 0! 0. Not even 1. 0. Maybe you get 1 bushel if you get close into these low spots, but these sloughs, their sloughs are going to run pretty good. These sloughs are probably going to do about 20, I bet. But it's going to take a lot of sloughs to bring the average up. And let me tell you, there is not near enough of these. So how many sloughs are in a field? That's a good question. That completely depends on the field. Completely depends on the area. How much rain did you get? So on and so forth. This field probably has, I don't know, a half a dozen sloughs. How big are the sloughs? Again, completely dependent on the field, completely dependent on the area. This is a pretty dang big slough. There's not going to be too many like this. Now, we have to cut around these sloughs, believe it or not. Yes, they look ready, but they're just barely ready. If we just walk through here, see these green guys? See these guys? See if I can get on this side, maybe get a better angle of the color. Yeah, here you go. You don't want green. Why? Because it toughens up your sample. So these guys, if it was just a few heads, no big deal. You could probably blend it off, mix it off. But these guys are still barely ready. Yes, they look good. Remember, 14.5% is dry for durum and wheat, okay? But these are probably still 17 or 18%. Now, there's a big difference if you're going to be talking green. So if you're talking like 17, 18% green, that takes a lot longer to cure down. If you just happen to have a rain like which we did, and say, let's just say, not the slough, but let's just say out there it was testing 12. Well, 12 is definitely dry, right? Because again, 14.5 is considered dry. So 12 is real dry. So if it was, say, up to 17, went from 12 to 17 because you got some rain. Yes, you have to let it dry out for a few days. You know, you get some wind on it. You can take 17 because it's moisture dry. But do not get it mistaken with green dry or green tough. Oh man, I'm really mixing up what I'm saying here. That's a morning for you. There is green tough and moisture from rain tough, okay? Just for clarity. If you are 18% in green, it takes a lot longer to bring that down. Pull off, find something drier. If you're 18% because you had a rain come through, well, you could probably start on it because, you know, give yourself a few hours. It's probably going to get down to about that 14.5 again. But green takes a lot longer. Now, whew, thank goodness we're through that. So, yes, like I said, we are looking to get our seed back. Why? Because we don't have enough seed. We got to make sure we can get our seed back so we can grow another crop next year. This year's over. We just got to try and prepare to get through next year. Well, we also got to try to get through this year as well, but you know what I mean. Look at this. This whole field is like this. Oh, make sure you don't step in a gopher hole. Problem is, it's so short you can't even cut it. Yep. Yeah, you guys see it now. Let's go try combining, shall we? I stop here because you guys see these two gopher holes. You're like, wow, Mike, you stopped right where there's some gopher holes. Obviously, they took your crop. Oh, is that so? Oh, well, did they take the crop all up here? Did they take all that crop, all that crop, all that crop? No, it's dry. It's dry. We're in a freaking drought, for goodness sakes. Can't even get it off my cutter bar. It's so short. Can't even cut it. All right, let's get going. I just wanted to jump in my hopper tank because I've cut like 40 acres out here already. I know you can't see it, but this is how much I've got. Yeah, exactly. Well, Mike, it's kind of dirty. You're darn tootin' right it's dirty. You know why it's so dirty? Because combines cannot clean efficiently when they're running empty. Unfortunately, that's life. See here? There we go. So this stuff is most likely going to be light. Light means, you know, I think durum is like, what, 63 or so pounds per bushel is what they're looking for number one. I'm just rambling that off. I can't actually remember, but so if it was, say, 60, they'd probably grade it a 2 or so. If you come under that, they're going to keep grading it down, and obviously, as you know, you don't want to keep getting a lower grade. But there's nothing you can do with it. Nothing you can do. So let's climb ourselves back out of this thing, shall we? So now we're cutting. Mike, could your reel be going any faster? Hey, I need everything I can do, okay? Most of the time is because we're flying out here. Like currently I'm only doing about 5.6 mile an hour, but when I'm not actually videoing, You're flying. Why are you flying? Because can you see a freaking thing down there? Absolutely not. You see where I cut? Absolutely not. Never seen nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Doesn't even pay for the fuel to be out here if we weren't trying to find a bushel or two for seed. Now we're doing 8. Don't worry, I think we've only been up to 10. Yeah. Still nothing, eh? Wouldn't you know it? Still nothing. It's our grain cart. It's moving. So what we've been doing with the grain cart is we'll literally park it here for the whole day. And we hope our goal is to get enough out of the whole day to fill our grain cart. With 8 combines. At 8 mile an hour. 50 feet ahead. Still can't see nothing. Anything coming in our tank? Nothing. Nothing is coming in our tank. Well, Mike, why don't you just leave this? Obviously, there's nothing there. And try and just go around for your sloughs. Well, that's pretty much all we're doing. We're just pretty much just out cutting sloughs. And cleaning up wherever we can. It's brutal. Oh, we hit the big time. We cut through a little wee part of a slough. We're actually taking something into our combine. Woohoo! I know, I get awfully excited. That's the 690 right there. We got that new 745 John Deere header on it. We're just trimming down on some of these sloughs. It's the only thing that we have that any grain comes in the tank, so we're pretty dang excited about it, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that was short-lived. I prefer to cut the sloughs because this is what the rest of the field looks like, you guys. Nada. Not a thing. Zippo. Zero. Zero. Flat uno. Yeah. Oh, this is fun. You're right. There's absolutely nothing here. Look at that. Nothing. All we're trying to do is get our seed back. Doesn't look like it's going to be on this field. Huh. Oh well. I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so I was just combining along. That's the deer over there. And I broke down here actually. So to run this center canvas, which takes the crop and puts it into your combine. See? There's a chain. But there's a tensioner with a spring and stuff in here. Kind of had to clean it out a little bit. And anyway, the tensioner, which actually goes in over here, the bar, blew apart. So, fortunately, Honeybee is only about, I don't know, not a very long drive away. So, I gotta hit the road, Jack. Alright, so we're just hopping in the pickup truck here. We're gonna boot, scoot, and boogie our way over there to the Honeybee manufacturing plant. That's one nice thing I actually really do appreciate about running the Honeybees is we're not overly far away. And I don't know, if they don't have it, they'll typically just rob it right off their assembly line. Like there shouldn't be a part there that they don't have, you know what I mean? Whereas if you go to your Case dealer, New Holland, or John Deere dealer, lots of times, I don't know why, but it seems like the dialogue will somehow end up very similar to this. Me, as the farmer, goes in there with, I'm thinking I have a pretty common part. Be like, hey, do you happen to have this X part for my combine? or header. I do believe it is a pretty common part. Yes, that does look like to be a pretty common part. Did you happen to bring the serial number of your combine or header with you? No, I've actually picked this up before. You should be able to find it under my company name there. I do believe it's a pretty common part. Yeah, it is a pretty common part there, sir. But if you didn't bring the serial number, I won't be able to look that up. You're gonna have to bring that serial number with you, sir. Oh, okay. Well, let me call back for it. So you give him the serial number. Yeah, that is actually a really common part. We don't have it. Oh, okay. Well, odd, I guess. Do you think anybody else might have? I don't think so. Oh, okay. Well, how long to order that thing? Well, sir, if I could get it ordered before 3 p.m. I guess it's actually 3:05 p.m. So I won't be able to order that today. So I'll have to order it before 3 p.m. tomorrow. But if I was to order it before 3 p.m. tomorrow, providing that there is no weekend. Oh, I guess there is a weekend coming up. Well, that's just really unfortunate for you, sir. So, you know, it's going to have to be sometime next week now. Now, we might be able to really hotshot that thing for you, sir. But, you know, it's hard to say. That's going to be an extra $150. But the part's only 20 bucks. It's still going to be an extra $150, sir, if you really want that thing right away, ASAP. Okay, well, what is ASAP? Like, how fast could I get it here for 150 bucks? You know, due to it's past 3 and we got a weekend coming up now, well, COVID has definitely put us all behind. Let's not lie about that. So I think if we can, safe to say, probably 39 and a half days. Wait, I'm gonna pay you 150 bucks to hotshot this part to me and you still think it's gonna take 39 days? Well, I like to err on the side of caution there, sir, because things been getting pushed back. You have to make a decision now, sir. There's other people in the line. You either want this part or not. That's a $20 part and I'm paying 150 bucks for it. There's no guarantee it could come in though either. Okay, so I don't even have a guarantee. What kind of warranty? There is no warranty once you leave the store on electronics, sir. There might be some slight exaggerations, and by no means am I ever putting down the parts guys. They do an awesome job in there, and they really are. Their hands are tied due to a lot of this backlog with parts. But basically, I'm just trying to get my point across. I prefer to go right to the manufacturer in a long-winded way. Okay, I'll shut up now. We have... Oh, shut her down. Shut it down. Whoa! Whoa! Sorry. Apologize about that. So I did call ahead. And that box that's sitting right there by the door. Whoa! Sorry, I didn't mean to smack your face on the wall. Is my stuff. Alright. Let's hit the road. We got our parts. Alright, we're back in the field. We picked up a hitchhiker. A bum. And Ashton's not combining this year. That's the reason why she said that. But she is definitely not a bum by any means. She's brought me out some roast beef, potatoes, some supper, and some sort of a homemade strawberry cheesecake thing, which was really awesome. So we're going to put a new chain on here. This chain seems wore out. We're gonna throw a new chain on, so I'm gonna get the cracking. All right, guys, just like that, we're done. We got everything in. I gotta get out this little gate with my 50-foot header here. So basically, I'm gonna let you guys go because I need 2 hands for this. All right, guys. Adios, amigos.